welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. Thank you for joining us once again. We're so glad you're with us watching the show.
Absolutely.
Kev, dare I say, movie history is being made this weekend as we speak right now, man.
Drop it on us, my brother.
Captain America, Civil War. I'm not talking about box office numbers or anything like that, y'all. We have the introduction of Black Panther. Yes, okay.
Yes, indeed.
Standing on his own 2 feet. Brother ain't a sidekick superhero. It's not War Machine backing up Iron Man, right? This is not the Falcon that's backing up Captain America. Right. We got Black Panther.
Movie, a man that stands on his own 2 feet, a hero in his own right. As a matter of fact, Ryan Coogler will be bringing the story of T'Challa, Prince of Wakanda, to the big screen in 2018. Looking forward to that, man.
Yes. Now, being the comic book aficionado that you are, man, I know you've read all of the Black Panther comics and all that stuff, huh?
Not quite, my brother. Not quite. I'm familiar with who Black Panther. Don't look at me like that. I'm familiar with who he is. I'm familiar with what his skill set is. But I would be lying if I said that I collected all of his comic books.
Looking a little suspect, brother.
So now I'm a sellout?
There we have an imposter amongst us, y'all.
Now I gotta be a sellout?
No. I'm talking trash, y'all. I haven't even read one comic book.
That's what I'm about
to say. But you know I had to mess with you, man.
That's all right.
I wouldn't be in if I didn't. But hey, that's the film we are reviewing for you today. Captain America Civil War is rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 26 minutes. It's an action film. What else? Right? What's happening? What's going on in this film? A lot of different things, but the main thing is that you have the United Nations. They've come together and they are causing some dissension amongst the Avengers.
Right.
They are wanting to put some governance, right? Some control, in terms of how the Avengers act and go out, and they're fighting villains all over the world.
If you've seen any Marvel film, you know that the Avengers leave a trail of destruction in their wake.
Tear up some, you know what?
Whether it be Manhattan, Sokovia, you name it, they are leaving a trail of bodies and destruction in their wake.
That's right.
And the world has finally gotten sick of it.
Who's paying for all this stuff?
Exactly.
So that's the problem that's going on in this film. Kev, who directed this thing, man?
This movie was directed by the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, who did a marvelous, dare I say, job on Captain America: Winter Soldier, which I personally believe is the Marvel Cinematic Universe's best movie to date.
I might have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, they did a great job with that. This film stars Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Chadwick Boseman, Jeremy Renner, Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Elizabeth Olsen, Tom Holland. I mean, I could go on and on and on. There's a overwhelming number of people in this film.
Yes, overwhelming. That's a good word.
What do you say we take a look at the trailer?
Let's do it.
Captain, while a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who'd prefer the word vigilante. You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one. Please. You'll only make this worse.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
Captain, you seem a little defensive. Well, it's been a long day. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
That's not the way I see it.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I just want to make sure we consider all our options. Because people that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me, too.
You know what's about to happen. Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
What do we do?
We fight.
Sorry, Tony. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
But he's my friend. So was I.
Okay, and I'm not gonna miss words with this. I love nearly every frame of this film.
Every frame,
okay?
kid?
Just about.
Okay.
The Russo brothers did with this film what many directors wish that they could do with comic book properties. They obviously they love it, they get it, okay, and they respect it. And that respect is shown in everything that they do. The devotion to these characters is reflected in the film itself. I thought they did an outstanding job. Right off the bat, you know Kev loved this film.
Kev loved the film, y'all. Russo brothers, do they get it? Yes,
Yeah.
they get it. Do they love it?
Yeah.
Yes, that shows. Do they respect it? Yes, absolutely. Did I like it?
Should have.
No, I didn't like it.
Should have.
I'm sorry, Kev. I got 2 words for you, man. Comic vomit.
Oh, whoa. You don't have to start going in
All right.
on a movie
I'm
like
going.
that right off the bat. Come on now.
Hey, maybe that's harsh. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Kev, but y'all, what do I mean by that? It's too many comic book characters in this film. They all over the place and coming in and out. And just when you think you counted the last one that's in the film, somebody else pop out a van or something. I'm like,
All right, you're
what?
experiencing comic book fatigue. I can understand that. That is a malady that is afflicting a lot of critics these days.
That's an actual disease?
who unfairly give poor reviews to comic book movies simply because they don't have the fortitude or whatever. To
Really?
stick
Don't
with
have
it.
the fortitude.
There you go.
They keep coming.
I
These
said it.
films keep coming back to back to back. We just got off of Batman versus Superman.
Uh-huh.
We're doing this one. Hey, a couple of weeks you'll see us again doing X-Men Apocalypse. I mean, they just keep coming nonstop. So maybe I won't even argue with you on that. You're probably right there. I am fatigued.
Yeah.
I am fatigued, and unfortunately for the Russo brothers, they're catching my fatigue because I mean, like I said, they respect it, they get it.
I'm sure
They
they're
like it.
really worried about your fatigue.
Oh yeah, they are, Kev. Damn it. Okay. But it's just so much stuff going on. I'm just like, I mean, you got comic book heroes coming out of your ears. When is enough enough?
All right. I can understand that. And I can understand why you would complain the way that you are, okay? But the brothers do an excellent job of basically balancing all of these characters that you're complaining about and giving them all an arc, giving them all something to say, making sure that they're not forced into any particular set or frame of the film. They're there for a reason, and it makes sense, and they do a good job of balancing all this. In the hands of a lesser director, that wouldn't have happened. The set pieces, the action set pieces were well choreographed, and I felt like, when you got a scene full of heroes, sometimes you don't know who to focus on. The brothers do a good job of making sure that your eye is on exactly who they want you to see at any given point in time.
I will give you that, Kev. I will give you that they do a nice job of weaving the story together with this number of characters. I do applaud that. It's night and day compared to what we saw, especially not being a comic book person, what we saw with Batman versus Superman, which I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. That is not the case.
Right.
You don't have to know comic book history and backgrounds and stuff to understand what's happening in the story.
The only thing you need to have done in order to enjoy this movie is to see some of the other Marvel movies. You don't have to be a comic book geek in order to get it.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I mean, the best way I can explain it to y'all though is again going back to this. It's almost like if you're eating hamburgers every day, right? And you could have one of the best or most well-made gourmet burgers in front of you, but nevertheless, I'm tired of eating hamburgers. I'm tired of eating hamburgers. Give me a break. Can I eat a little something different and come back to a nice, tasty burger?
That doesn't make the burger any less tasty, though. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
All right.
We gonna keep going, and it's not. I'm acknowledging the job that they did in terms of weaving the characters together. Now, there's some other issues with this film, though.
Right.
The film is long as hell. It's almost 2.5 hours long. Okay, and you can only watch folks getting tossed around and punched in the stomach and kicked in the back for so long. It's long, and even the fight choreography was not on point to me. It was not on point, Kev. I've seen a lot better, especially. Heck, you just mentioned Winter Soldier, which was top notch. I love that film as much as you loved it, so I know what they're capable of in terms of putting together fight choreography. And this did not stack up. It didn't stack up.
No, I thought the brothers did a great job. The acting is top notch. I liked how the relationships between the characters are explored. Okay, it's more of a character study in that way than any other superhero film that we've seen, and I really appreciated and enjoyed that. So,
yeah,
what do you say we put some points on it?
Yeah, let's put some points on it. I know how much you love comic book hero relationships and stuff, and how they develop and fall in and out of love.
You wasting time, dude.
Bucky and Steve. And anyway, hey, the film is not that great to me at the end of the day. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's what it is.
So we're gonna round that up to a 7.
No. Be lucky I ain't put a 6 on that mug. All right, I'm being nice, giving that half point.
Some might take exception to the loose adaptation of the comic book source. The Civil War stories that it came from. I mean, we're talking about a storyline that took place in the comic books over the course of like a year. Okay, in every single comic book that came out. Obviously, there's no way that we could adapt that. They took the framework, which is basically superheroes in conflict with one another over governmental oversight, and they expanded that into the movie here that we have. I thought it was well done. I really enjoyed it. I like the introduction of Spider-Man, welcoming him back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ant-Man, Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther. Looking forward to that. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I had a blast. Bring your kids. You won't be disappointed.
Get it all out?
Got it all out.
Okay. Alrighty then. Kev 8, 6.5 from me. Barely. Might even be a 6 if we keep going, but 6.5. Check us out on Instagram. The Movie Brothers. What else?
Or you can follow us on Twitter at The Movie Brothers.
Check out the website, themoviebrothers.com. We got written reviews out there as well. That is our show, okay? I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are The Movie Brothers, and this is the place, the one and only place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Hey.
Rest in peace, Prince.
And how long Prince been dead? About 2-3 weeks now?
Well, we haven't been on the air, though. Don't hate, man. Stop hating on Prince.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Leave the purple one alone,
Rest
man.
Rest in peace, Prince.